So what you think about this, Unc?
Listen, what's crazy is I think what they did is they utilized the law. They utilized the law. They piled up a bunch of shit that they knew any jury in the world was gonna convict. And what they did was they kind of overlooked, because one thing I remember watching that R. Kelly, that saving R. Kelly, surviving R. Kelly shit. I remember the parents of one of the girls outside, and I think they was from Chicago or somewhere. They was from somewhere, and they saying, "Yo, she just won't leave." They like, was he holding her against the will? No, she just don't want to go. So now I'm asking myself, well, shit, if she can walk out and won't walk out, what is the nigga doing wrong? Right? Like on some real shit. I hate to
He
say
not
it
he
because
not
some of
wrong
us
for the
men, and
ones
I'm
of
gonna
the
say this
age.
shit. I hate to say it. And I gotta say it because some of us men can relate when it's in reverse. I think he was just digging them down real good. They didn't want to go.
Stockholm syndrome,
You talking about the ones that are
Because
of
I know with
age?
some men,
You
I
talking about
didn't
the ones
say,
of age
You
though,
bro.
talking
right?
about the ones of
I'm saying,
age.
yeah, okay, I'm saying, bro, why you don't, man, Whack, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Man, that pussy so good, I can't see nobody else with it. What? Yeah, man, Whack, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's all it, I can't, like, I didn't heard that shit, right? So I'm like, and I'm talking about the ones that's of age, because even the ones that they said was underage, I don't know if the parents was giving consent or was they in a state that that was what it was, right? Because I remember it was one of the girls like 16 or something. What's the legal age of consent up in Illinois?
17.
17.
17.
17.
Right? So I remember hearing 17. I'm like, oh no, that nigga tripping. But then they like, Whack, that's the legal age, right? So now I'm like, now we come down just to some moral shit. Like, hey, I wouldn't do that. Why is he
Nah, but
doing that?
they said that he was taking he they said that he was taking females that was where he was at, taking them to places where it was legal at so that he could fuck with them. Like what, nigga? So
But
so
see, you couldn't do that because you have to your identification, all that got to match that state. You can't
Right.
just because see
You
at
know they're
that point
saying
in
he was
time you
that's
trafficking
kidnap.
why they
women.
called it human trafficking.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
they
Say
said he
that's
that
was
the trafficking
trafficking
charge
them.
right there.
yeah,
That
That's
was
a
the
yeah,
legal
trafficking
yeah.
thing.
charge.
No,
Yeah.
now, yeah, see, because at that point in time, if you take a female from Illinois that's at 17, and let's just say, and in Ohio is 16, I'm just throwing,
Right.
and you draw that female right down there, or let me say she's 16 from Illinois, and you drive her to Ohio, right? Unless you got the parents' consent for her to even leave with you, that's a minor.
Hmm.
So
Man, the
when you get
parents
to
is
Ohio,
serving
you
is
can't
just
say we in Ohio, we can fuck now. No,
Right.
her ID, school ID, her residence, all that is Illinois.
Hmm. Yeah.
She
So with
called
like you
up.
said,
That's what
with the adults, that was on them. With the ones
that was on.
they was just dick whip basically, flat out.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the children and all that, that's where he fucked up at, and that's what I be
That's
trying to make
where.
people understand. It's not
Now,
about all the other shit that he did. It's about that part with the
is it?
children.
Yeah, those
He already
adults.
beat
What they
those
did.
cases.
I'm gonna tell you what they
With the
did with the
minors.
adults.
Yeah,
Look,
with the
look.
Now,
What
minors,
they
he
it's
did
a
beat
with
lot
their
of
the
cases.
stories.
adults is they used them. Look, they used the adults to give what they call an impact statement, right? How it affect, even though ain't no charges. Yes, I was from this age to this age and this long, and this what it did. So it's like I don't know how many women got on the stand on that nigga, but
A
Now,
lot.
it's a lot of
and
stories
I'm
of
gonna
him.
be real though, right? I'm gonna tell you why I don't feel sorry for the nigga. I'm gonna tell you why I don't feel sorry. I gotta keep it real. That nigga got an extra run because we all know when he got caught pissing on that minor,
Oh
he was supposed to
God.
get up out of
That
Oh
here.
part.
God.
He
Oh
manipulated
God.
that
Exactly.
shit,
Yeah, I was
and
about
he
to say,
still got how many years after that? He was free. He got it,
that
bro.
was
Decades.
He got a
2005.
He
he
was
got
supposed
a
Decades.
to.
good
Hey,
run.
he was supposed to get low.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he kept on, kept on, And I feel like, nigga, you was supposed to win back then. So he got another, what, 10, 15, 20 years or some shit after the fact when they finally got him. Nigga, you was really supposed to be in prison.
Oh,
For
everything.
real, Whack. Hey, Whack. They said he was grooming. They said he was grooming girls. But what they mean by he was grooming boys too?
Yeah, I never knew
How
that.
Yeah, I don't know
how
about no boys. That's new.
No,
Oh,
I don't know
they
that's
about
what
said
Reek
boys.
they
read.
said
Yeah,
Reek
nah,
said
he
he was
wasn't
grooming
doing no
men.
shit like that.
that's pretty crazy.
Now
Yeah,
I
I
know
don't
about
know nothing about the
14.
boys.
Going down.
I know about 14 and 15-year-olds. He used to go to Kenwood High School. He used to be
Yeah,
up
he
there
used to
at
go
that
to a lot of high
McDonald's.
schools for sure.
They did say he was
No,
messing
they
with a
showed
boy.
that. They
Yeah,
showed that
that
he
was
used to
a
go
boy
outside
that
the
Hey,
high
came
school
hey,
and
forward
hey,
sit
that
there.
hey,
too.
that shit wild. They said that nigga used to pull up in front, like and post
Yep.
up and
And
wait for him. That
nigga,
shit
I'm a
wild.
witness of it in a limo, nigga. Like he the only nigga in the city with a limo, so you know it's him. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real.
Yeah, that nigga was supposed to
They
get
Yeah, he used
said
to
low.
it
pull
was
up.
trying to get some.
Now here go the thing, no, but here go the thing, right? And I pulled a dude in here. Where the nigga at? From I just pulled you up from Chicago. Easy, easy. Come off your mic. I pulled him
Hey,
out the
hey,
chat.
Wack. Hey, you think that nigga gonna kill himself? I don't think that nigga can
Yeah,
do that
definitely
though,
gonna
bro.
definitely kill himself. He
What's the
definitely kill
word,
himself.
what?
So easy, you from Chicago, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here go my thing. Out of all these girls he fucking with throughout Chicago, I know at least one or two of them gotta be tied to one of these crazy niggas that contribute to Chirac. Why they never got rid of this nigga?
Nah, that
Right?
nigga was private.
He was paying.
Man, Kel
Trust
got
me. He been pressured. He was paying.
Now, no, no. Now I know he was pressured because I was used to pressure him one day. The nigga did a show at the Forum. My man's there my man Promise called down. He said, Whack, a couple of my GDs want to holler at this nigga. He been ducking them. It was about a bag. They had gave the nigga like 300-400 to do something. He been ducking them. I think he was trying to get the money up on tour to give it back to him. And it's funny because my man fucking Tubby, Sean Holiday, who work in the industry. Every time I see him, he reminds me of this because me and my wife, I told my wife, come on. I said, we're going to walk to the security gate. You just follow my lead. So as I'm walking through the security gate, Rock, you know I do. I'm talking to my wife, like, listen, as soon as we get to the dressing room, you make sure you get this shit right. I'm getting these motherfucking phone calls. I left that responsibility in your hand. I walked right past the security from the audience, nigga. Now I'm in the back. I'm in them back tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
When I get to the back tunnels, here this nigga come. I walk up on the nigga, hand him the phone. Tubby sitting right there. He had two Samoans with him. I tell the Samoan, hey, listen, nigga, it's already too late. I was gonna do something, be done. Hang the phone. The GD's on the phone with the nigga. They tell the nigga this could be a 357, but get us our money, right? I might have just said too much. This is why I don't worry about when people be talking the GD thing with this little J Prince nigga. Like I tell nigga, we all got relationships. I ain't worried about that, right? But even back then, I seen that they was on him, but it seemed to me like, nigga, you bringing this black eye to the city. I'd have thought by now RKelly shot up in the studio, something.
Hey, Wack, you want to know what it is? And I'm gonna tell you the
Nah.
truth. And a
Wait,
lot
he
of these
got
niggas.
50?
Nah, look, a lot of
Hold
these
on, who's
niggas
that
gonna.
volcano?
Yeah, this volcano. A lot of these niggas gonna
Come
be
on.
mad, but I'm gonna tell it the truth. I was born and raised in Chicago, grew up there my whole damn life. A lot of these older niggas be doing the same thing he do. They be fucking with these little girls, man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
here
And
it
that's
go.
just what it is. That's real talk. I'm gonna
Damn.
keep it all the way above.
Damn.
Well, that's
When
a
I was
fact.
15, when I was 15, it wasn't a girl my age that would date me. All the girls that was my age, they only dated niggas that was 22, 23, the D-boys, the niggas that had chains and cars and shit. Anybody that was 15 my age, they did not want to fuck with a nigga. And that's real shit.
Hey,
And that girl, my
Volcano,
mom
where you
was
from
born
in
and raised in
Chicago?
Chicago and had 40
I'm from
babies.
Chicago
Oh,
Heights.
That nigga from Chicago. That's LT
that's
Hutton
not
brother. I know
Chicago.
what the
That's the
fuck.
bird.
Oh
Yeah,
Nigga,
shit.
that's the bird.
that's still in the
That's
shot,
definitely
nigga.
bird, man.
It's still Chicago.
That's not
That's definitely
Chicago,
bird.
folks.
It's
Hey,
called
don't do him
Chicago
like
Heights,
Wait,
that.
wait,
nigga.
Don't
hold
do
it.
him like
Hold
that,
Hey,
it. Hold
look.
it
Casino.
now.
Casino.
It's called
Hey,
Chicago
Casino.
Heights.
Casino. Hold
Hey,
on, one
look,
mic.
gang. Hey,
That's
look.
close
I'm
to
gonna
the
be a
city.
hundred. You talking to
Hold on,
somebody
one
that's
mic on
really from
Casino.
Chicago? Like I'm really from
For
the rap.
real,
Hold
for
on,
real.
one
That's
mic.
That's
not.
Hey,
that's
Let kid up.
That's the
Hold on,
bird.
hold on.
Hey,
Let
Hey,
kid up, Jay.
hold on. Uh, they pressed his ass Terrortown
tried to press his ass, but they wouldn't.
See though. Be
They wouldn't
cool.
let his ass in there.
Yeah, be cool with that one though.
No, I remember that. They tried to
Yeah, yeah,
press
yeah,
him.
yeah, 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 yeah. Be cool with that one though.
Man, Kels used to
I'm
move
just
Hey,
letting.
around the shot how he wanted
Hey,
to,
look,
man,
I
for
ain't
real.
gonna lie, I'm be 150 with y'all, gang. Kels could still, if he ain't get sentenced, folks could still move around this bitch the way he wants to, gang.
Definitely.
Bro, ain't nobody gonna do shit to Kels, gang. Even though he got all that weird shit on his name, that's still Kels, folks.
And he
That
lived
nigga
next
been
to
gone.
the hood in Olympia Fields.
Oh my, listen, the
Nah,
man
he
was
don't live out there
hey,
no more,
listen,
bro.
hey, look, this true story, I know, gang, cause he was in
Yeah, I
my
know
mama
too.
in the range, gang, and they range, and he went to Hyde Park with my OG in them, gang, like he down the street from my hood, like where he from. My homie, my homie is his nephews, like my real homies, his nephews. What's his brother name? The one that he wanted to take the charge for him. Them his
Killer.
kids, so I already
Kill.
know. Folks, he was around Hyde Park, gang. Man, Kels could walk through that bitch if he want to, gang. Ain't nobody thinking about no R. Kelly.
No,
his
Uh,
name isn't
so
Carrie. His
kiddo.
name isn't
I didn't know
Carrie.
you
The
was in here,
mother
kiddo.
isn't Carrie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Whatever.
kiddo, my question you, nephew, like, and that might have been before your time, cause nigga, this nigga
It
nigga had a
was.
run since the '90s, right? So, and you
Uh huh.
know what?
you
Iraq,
in the Matrix,
that
Wack.
name, right? But so I'm asking myself, now
What?
I'm thinking back to all this movement, right? Some of these cats is locked up who was allegedly, making sure shit was straight from behind the walls. It's like, was he paying, like is it what Volcano saying? He was paying these niggas that they was all doing the same shit. Cause this shit come before y'all movement, kiddo. Y'all movement
Yeah.
something vicious. So
Whack.
Hey, Wack.
It was both. He
Hey,
was
Wack.
paying and they were,
Hey,
he was moving how he wanted to.
Hey,
hey,
Wack. I'm 46
to be
years old, bro. I'm from the
hold
shop.
on, you my age. I want to talk to that nigga right there, 46. You.
I'm 46 years old,
You
bro. I'm
you
from
from
the shop.
Chicago?
I'm not
There you
from
go.
Chicago Heights. I'm from the city. Born and raised on 75th and Paxton. I used to hang out on
that's
the
the
low
east
end
side.
and Inglewood.
You right down the street from
Uh-huh.
me, bro.
That's definitely the east
Inglewood,
side.
whoa, no, I'm just playing.
Right? No, they Inglewood with an E.
No, I know.
Rocky stupid.
All right, so what was it, bro? What
And
was it?
even though my man from Chicago Heights, man, what he said was pretty trill, bro. It was a part of the culture back then, and maybe still now. It was nothing to see niggas pull up to the high school and grab all the pretty girls. That was back in the day when sidekicks and trackers was the shit, and the loud music with the neon lights up under the
He
cars,
used to
and
go to
niggas
Kenwood.
had box. Yeah, niggas had box Chevys and
I just
Cutlasses and
told y'all that's
Regals
down the
on
street from my hood, Kenwood.
on 30s and Vogue. I mean, it was nothing to see the dope boys come up to the high school and grab the prettiest girls. That was
Hey,
And
but
that
Yes,
look
they
nigga
though.
do.
right there, he
My
was
mama from
he was
Listen,
larger than
I
life,
went to
nigga.
Kenwood, right? And I'm from that era. It was nothing to see dude up at the school. That shit was normal.
Hey, look, they did that though when I was in high school. You know, I graduated. I supposed to graduate in
No, they
2013. So like,
always did that, kiddo. When I
yeah,
Yeah,
went to
it's
no,
been
hey,
school,
happening, man.
Whack. Look, I swear to God, it was females in our grade I used to want, but they going with niggas that ain't even in school. Like she going with a 22-year-old. I'm
bro,
15.
listen to
Man,
me,
what the
kiddo.
fuck?
This is real shit.
Facts.
Nigga, the women, the girls in the 10th, 11th, 12th grade will walk right. Remember, all the school buses would be lined up in the area. They will walk
Mm-hmm.
right past the school bus
And get in
and
the
get in the
car.
car with a nigga with a full beard, long Jerry curl nigga in the Cadillac Cutlass or some shit and
And
pull
they
off. These
Long
niggas
control
Jerry
was
the shit
curl is
out
grown.
they
wild.
and they
Yeah,
Now
control the shit out
the
they
only
mind.
reason why I
definitely.
had some wind is because I already had a Cadillac. So and these these niggas, I used to be like, nigga, she only about 15, 16, nigga. You my brother age, nigga. You 23, 24. That's what it was. You walk
That's
up in the
rape though.
spot,
I ain't gonna
dangerous
lie to you.
spot. But what's crazy is the mama will be waiting on the porch, waving
Definitely.
when he come drop her off 10, 11
Yeah,
at
that
night.
hey,
Definitely. I
hey,
see all
Wack.
that.
Hey, look, hey, Wack, and that's look. I swear, my homie, real life had a 16-year-old, and he was like 24, right? Now the OG was cool with it, but the daddy wasn't cool with it. So they had it from the daddy, but the OG was like cool with it. Like he'll drop her off when the daddy ain't there, all type of shit. The mama knew, but the daddy wasn't with none of that shit.
My
That's
Yeah.
mom
happening now
from
though.
That's
All that shit,
disgusting.
that shit
63rd
still
and
rape
mom
though. I
there.
ain't gonna lie. What the fuck is you 24-year-old doing
Period.
with a 16-year-old gang? But
Man,
all
that
you
shit
do is
Seriously.
still
fuck her
going on.
man up.
My mom told me all
But these
type of
women act
stories
like
about
that
that
didn't
shit. She
happen.
from off
Who's that? Who's the
63rd.
lady talking? Who's the lady? Who's
This
that?
sugar. My mama from off 63rd, and she told me all type of stories about R. Kelly and shit like that. My mama got pregnant with me at 14. She from there, so that shit
Damn.
was definitely
How
happening.
old? How old was her man at the time? Your pops.
My pops was 27
See?
At when she was 40 of that.
when she. My
Oh
mom was.
damn.
My
Motherfucker
pops
would have
was
Every
knocked his
day.
40.
brains out his head.
So let me ask you a
Oh,
question,
he
sugar.
did.
Hold on,
He gone.
sugar.
I
Let
never
me
knew
ask
my
you a
dad.
question, sugar. Let me
Hmm.
ask you a question. Quite naturally, being young, you didn't understand it. But when you got of age, maybe a teenager, and really did the math on that, did it make you look at pops any different?
I never knew him because he was known for doing that. So I didn't get to meet my dad. He was definitely killed. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
it
gotcha.
definitely made me look at my mom away as well. You know what I'm saying? Because of a lot of different stories. But my mom went through a lot of sexual trauma within the family because not only does that happen from strangers picking up little girls, but in that Chicago culture, the family, it's that shit's coming real deep from within the family. Uncles, brothers, and shit raping their sisters and cousins and nieces and shit like that. That is
No,
the
there ain't no
culture
Chicago.